What's happening? What's happening? 392 Blurred Lines coming back at you with another video. Your first time coming to the channel, welcome to the channel. Thank you for taking the time out to visit the channel. Everybody else, hey, you know how we do it out here in Mopar land. As you can see, I'm out in the garage, and being out here in the garage is something must be about to go off. Something's about to happen. Now, I've been having an issue, and I thought that maybe, just maybe, I needed to install 2 batteries in Operation Dart here. It seemed as though, to me, and I'm gonna start it up so you can hear how it starts. This will be the first time starting up today, and what I found out is that it seemed like it was starting kind of hard when you first started up. It seemed like it was turning over slow. It just didn't pop right off. And so an individual, big shout out to Mopars Are Everywhere in 1980. He made a comment pertaining to start retard. I have a MSD 6AL ignition control box, and he made a statement pertaining to start retard. Now, I ain't never had nothing like this. I don't know nothing about this. All I know is they're supposed to work. So I don't know. But okay, so what I did, I called my brother up, and I asked him anything. I said, man, you know anything about start retard? He really didn't know anything too much about it, if at all. I don't think he knows too much about it, because he's had a box, but this is something I've never had. So I began to question, what is this start retard? So I went on the internet and got a little information from a forum. An individual on this forum, he was saying that that it should be more or less, number 1 should be at 0. And you know, we did all that as far as timing it, making sure it was timed, getting it running and started and things like that. But what ended up happening, because of the information that was given to us, Hughes made a statement pertaining to 34 degrees. And from my brother's understanding, 34 degrees is when it's supposed to be running at its best, or running at its full. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So he got it. He timed it according with a timing light, where it's at 34 degrees on the harmonic balancer. Now, this forum was saying that it needs to be at 0. So what I'm gonna do today, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to get it started, and I'm going to see if I can't set it at 0. And that's what I told him I was gonna do. I said, well, because the forum, the guy was talking about, if it's not set at 0, you're gonna get what's called not backfire, but man, what was the word for that now? Kickback. Yeah, that was the word. It was kickback. And that's what it seemed like it's doing. It's like it's hard to start. Not that it's turning over fast or anything like that and hard to start, but that it's like it's kicking back. And what the guy was saying in this forum is, what it's trying to do is trying to fire off of the least resistant cylinder. And so evidently it's not trying to fire off the number 1 because of the degree that we have it at 34 instead of being set at 0. So I'm gonna set it at 0. Now, I know I sound like I'm rambling, but I'm trying to explain this the best way that I can. I don't know nothing about this. All I know how to do is drive them. Well, I do know how to put them together, you know. But as far as all this timing stuff, this stuff, man, I don't know about that mess. I gotta learn it, but as of right now, no, I don't know nothing about it. So what I've been doing, I'm reaching out to you guys. If y'all watching this, and I ain't the only one that's ran into this, but the guy told me, Mopars are everywhere, 1980. He specified to me that he's running 14.5 to 1 compression, and he uses 1 battery by Odyssey, and it has no problem turning it over whatsoever. He said, but you have a start retard on, well, in this box or something, in the box that's on it or something, I don't know. And so that's where I'm at. I'm trying, I thought I was gonna have to buy another battery. I said, I'll just put 2 batteries in the trunk and not worry about it. See, now, I'm having a problem with mine first starting it up. Now, my brother, he's having a problem after his is warm. Now, it seems like when it gets warmed up, fires right up. Hit that button, pow, fire right up. Start, turns over nice and easy, fires right up. But it's that first initial cold start where it seemed like it's having a hard time starting. And I know I ain't the only one ever had this problem. Somebody out there has had this problem, and somebody knows exactly what it is. But where I'm gonna start, I'm gonna start with what that forum said. The guy indicated that if that's set at 0, you shouldn't get that kickback when you're starting it. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get this thing fired up. I'm gonna put the timing light on here, and I'm gonna see if I can get that set at 0. I'm gonna loosen up my distributor a little bit so that I can turn it, and I'm gonna see if I can get this thing set at 0. Now, I won't be able to check it until the motor's cold again, because it starts fine when it's warm. It's just when it's cold. Now, I was at my brother's house just the other day with this thing, and in my last video, I was riding around in town. Car got a little warm. These high compression engines, they're not designed to be riding around cruising in town. So the temperature was going up. It got up around 200 degrees. So I'm glad I was close to his house. I stopped. I left my electric fan on for the radiator, and I left my transmission fan on in the back. And I do believe that probably drained my battery, because when I did get ready to start it, yeah, I had to get it jumped because it didn't have enough power, didn't have enough juice. And I know that wasn't from nothing other than the fact that I ran the battery too low to turn it over. So that's where I'm at, boys and girls. That's where I'm at. Hey, I'm not an influencer, but I am an encourager. I don't know nothing about this, but I'm gonna take a stab at it. And I encourage somebody else. Just because you don't know something don't mean you can't give it a try. Now, I'm not gonna get crazy and do something stupid to where I won't get it started again, but I am gonna work this timing just a little bit, try to get it on 0 where it's supposed to be according to the forum. And probably tomorrow, what I'll do, I'll come out here and I'll see how it starts up, or maybe later on tonight, after it cools down. It's probably gonna be tomorrow, but we'll find out. I'll be sure to video that, because I want to take y'all along with me on this, because somebody else is running this issue, and somebody out there gonna help me. But like I said, big shout out to Mopars Are Everywhere 1980, because that brother's helping me out. I need some help with this mess. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get in here, and if it's hard to start, you guys are gonna hear exactly what I'm talking about. And I hope it does start hard, so you'll hear exactly what it's doing. I was thinking the starter might have been bad. Brand new, high torque starter. It ain't supposed to be doing that, because it don't do it when it's warm. It just seems like it does it when it's cold. I don't know. So I'm gonna get in this thing and see if I can get it fired up. So, like I said, I'm not an influencer, but I am an encourager, and I'm trying to encourage somebody else. Take a chance. All right, now, I don't know how long this video gonna be, but get you a snack if you want. Go get your snack and hurry right back, and we're gonna see if we can't get this thing fixed. Because, man, I can't have that. I can't have that. Can we have that? No, we can't have that. All right, let me go ahead and see if I can get this thing fired up. I'll try it. Sure somebody has heard how hard that thing was to start. So what I'm gonna do before it gets too warm, I wanna loosen up the distributor, and also want to hook up my timing light. I don't want to be doing that after these headers get hot, trying to get down there to the hot wire. I'm sure they're already warm. Yeah, they got some heat coming off of them. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna loosen up this distributor and see if I can get this timing light hooked up, and then I'll fire it back up and see if we can't do something with this timing. So, hey, I'm glad that I was able to catch that on video so you could hear exactly what it sounded like starting up. That's how it starts. So, I don't know. Let me go ahead and get this loosened up and see if we can go from there. And where I hook this up, I hook this right down to the battery, not the battery, but down to the starter on the power, hot wire on the starter. It's gonna be a good spot to hook it up. I'll tell you what, it seems like it warms up quickly, that's for sure. Warm already. I ain't trying to get burnt. Maybe I can reach it from here. Oh yeah. Perfect. Ouch. That pipe is hot. I didn't see that part of the header. Okay. And we got some ground action up here. Here. Okay, loosen up that distributor. turn from there. Yeah, I can feel him move a little bit, so we are right there. Okay. Well, let's see if we can get it fired up again, and see if we can get it set. I don't know. Okay. Matter of fact, make sure that's not gonna touch that other. Oh no, that ain't gonna touch nothing else. Making sure it ain't touching nothing else down there, because I was doing this once before. You have a little bitty post on your starter, then you have that bigger post. I touched them both at the same time. Boy, that hand come out there quick, Jack. Throwing sparks. So hold up now, don't burn down your rig. So we're gonna take him loose until I come back up here after I turn the power on. Make sure I ain't got no sparkage. Okay, no sparkage. All right, let me go ahead and see if I can fire it up again. gonna let it sit right there. It's not at 0. Also, I was in that forum and it specified half of whatever your degree was. Now, he had it at 34. So actually, I went halfway, pretty much halfway in between 0 and 34. So we're around about 17, maybe 18, somewhere around there. Man, ooh, I gotta step out here for a minute. Ooh. Ooh, man, oh man, oh man, oh man. So we're gonna try it there. Matter of fact, I'm gonna see how it starts up right now. I'm gonna tighten down the distributor right where it's at, and I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna see how it starts. See if it starts any easier. Of course, I really didn't have much problem with it starting after it was warm, but I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna crank it up and I'm gonna see how it starts from right here. First, I'm gonna tighten this distributor down a little bit so it doesn't move, and we'll go from there. All right. Okay, so let me see how it starts from here. I'm gonna leave it right there and see how that acts. I don't want it to get too warm sitting here. Ran up to about 185, 190. It is a little bit warm out here, so I don't want it to get hot sitting here. So I'm gonna leave it there and see how that acts. And we may have to go back and do a little something else. But I know now that I don't need 2 batteries. I do know that. So it's all in getting this timing just right so that when I do start it when it's cold, it fires right up. So, man, my eyes is burning. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do, I'm gonna take all this stuff back loose, and I don't think it's gonna rain. I think it's just gonna be a cloudy day the rest of the day. But I may take it down the road and just see how it's acting, see how it's running, park it, and then maybe tomorrow try another cold start and see how it acts. But like I said, when it's been running, it doesn't seem like it takes too much to start it. It's not too hard to start. It's just when it's been sitting. So we'll find out. I like the way that it did start up the first time I did start it. You know, it seemed like it started the way it's supposed to start. But we'll find out as we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna shut it down right here, and we're gonna come back a little bit later on and let you guys know how it turned out. Matter of fact, next time I began to start this video, it's going to be on a cold start so you can see exactly where it's starting at. All right, he's out. Yo, what's happening? What's happening? 392 Blurred Lines coming right back at you. I thought I was going to be waiting until tomorrow to finish off this video, but I did end up taking Operation Dart out. And that thing running so good, man. Man, that thing is running good. But we're gonna wait till tomorrow. We're gonna fire it up tomorrow and see how it starts, where the timing is set right now. And hey, if anybody got any other ideas, you know, hey, like I said, shout out to Mopars are everywhere. 1980. Man, hey, I don't know. I hope that this changing the timing a little bit, I hope it solves the problem. If not, we gotta do something different. And also, you know, I went through a couple villages. I went through the village of Van. I went to my hometown, rode through there, and I tell you what, this car don't like towns. The temperature rises up there, get up to about 180. But out on the highway, out on the road, that temperature stays at 174, 175, and that's where it stays going down the road. But when you go to getting in town, that you can watch the temperature rise, and it just don't like that. I come home and I parked it up here in the garage, and I'm like, man, I said it feels like all I did was build a race car, because you can't really cruise it in town. But you know, it is what it is. I don't know. I don't even know how much I like that idea. You know, I like cruising around in town. Well, I guess I got the Scat. You know, I want to cruise in town. I can get the Scat for that. But it looked like Operation Dart it's gonna be out on the road. It's gonna be something that ain't gonna be just cruising around, putting around town. It's gonna be all about cruising down the highway and lining them up, I guess, because it's not for town. It's not for that whatsoever. And I just found that out. I found it out the other day, but I really found out today, because I just thought I was going to just cruise through town for a minute. And I mean, I cruised straight in town and straight back out because I could watch the temperature going up. So it is what it is. But I thought I'd go ahead and come back and I'd close this video out. So we'll find out what happens tomorrow. I'll crank it up tomorrow. I'll see how it starts up. You know, if it's just dragging tomorrow, and I don't try something else. I don't know. But it is what it is. If all I can do is start it up and go out and touch them off and bring it back home, there ain't no fun in that, I guess. Oh, well, hey, once again, first time coming to the channel, welcome to the channel. Everybody else, you know, hey, I'm glad that you all came back. And, hey, we're going to come back with another video. I should have recorded when I was out there riding around, but I did get into it a little bit today. I did run a little harder today than I had run it before. And, man, I'm telling you, man, this thing, I thought the Scat had some power, man. This thing right here, boy. And I'm just lightly getting in it. Now, it's just like, man, it just wants to go. So I gotta quit messing around. Hey, be sure to come back. Be sure to come back and get some more of this content, because hey, I'm just gonna keep bringing it, and we just gonna keep it moving. We gonna keep it moving. With all that said and done, hey, 392 Blurred Lines coming at you. Peace out.